Hey guys, it's Chris. You're sitting here back from C&H Small Engine again. I got another informative review video here for you guys. I'm making another review video for one of the log splitters we had over here this past week over here. This is a Huskee brand log splitter, as you see right there. It's a 6 horsepower, 22 ton log splitter. Basically, a guy brought over here because he had up his cabin, and somehow the intake tube on the carburetor assembly basically broke in half. I don't know how that happened, but it did happen on his machine, specifically here. And he also had other work need to be done to the engine on there as well too. He needed to tune up, he needed the carb overhauled, rebuilt, cleaned out, new fuel line, basically all that stuff put on there. His flywheel needed to be cleaned up on as well, because he had tons of rust on the magnets and stuff like that on it, plus the armature of the coil needed to be cleaned up on it as well too. And we finally got it all cleaned up, ready to go here. And I believe this is the one I was telling you guys about before that was having the broke intake pipe problem on this specific application. This one here is I believe let me see, it's a 2002 model. It seems like for whatever reason this specific setup, or a wood chipper setup, is very similar to this, where it has some weird vibrations possibly maybe going through the engine. I honestly don't know, because cracks usually don't occur you know, all of a sudden. They usually happen over time out there for that, because this intake pipe was probably breaking over the course of maybe 5 or 10 years out there, because of the actual nature, because they don't just break right off the bat and have problems just like that out there for that. So I'm gonna give you guys a fire. I'm gonna fire this thing up here. You can see this thing running and see how it's going good right now. We get it all cleaned up, tuned up, everything else for this guy over here. So let's get this thing started here, guys. See how it goes. It should work perfectly fine, no problem. Shouldn't take me one time to pull this thing over anyways. There we go. Looks good. If you do notice, the whole engine is actually vibrating a lot more than your typical engine on your lawnmower and stuff like that. I'm wondering if that is the contributing factor as to why the intake pipe originally broke on this specific model. Because your lawnmower engines typically do not have that kind of vibration. It's basically bolted to a frame, and it's hooked up to a blade on the flywheel down there on, you know, on the one end, stuff like that. And it doesn't have nearly the amount of vibration as this thing is putting out right now. You can actually see it shaking on the top on here. My whole finger just like buzzing on that. Feel it shaking like that on there. Let's check out the mechanism on here. That works good. Everything else looks good. Everything else looks good on there. And that's a Huskee log splitter, one of the ones we had here this past week over here. All's okay right now, apparently, as long as the intake pipe doesn't break sometime in the future. The newer Briggs engines, I'd say like after 95, 98, they do have the plastic intake pipes. The older ones, I think pre-mid-90s, they have the metal intake pipe. But basically Briggs and Stratton cheapened the design up, and because of that, you have problems because it's plastic and it's not metal, and they do break because of the vibrational issues with it. So that's basically a review of the log splitter over here. If anybody has any questions, comments, whatnot about something like that, just drop me a line here on my page, and I'll try to answer any questions you guys have. I'll see you guys.